Whether you like it or not, the heaven has been closed for a very long time before Jesus Christ came. The coming of Jesus Christ part the veil. He began to part the veil because people begin to see the realities of life. Up to the end of his death, before the veil was finally torn off. Whether you like it or not, an open heaven unlock the veil. A closed heaven create a veil. And most religious spirits thrive because they create a closed heaven upon people. So people cannot be able to perceive beyond that which is given unto them. They may never be able to decipher and discern which is right, which is wrong, because what is administered unto them is that which is dead. But when a man has an open heaven, his encounters will define to him the realities of God. His journey in God will be organic in nature. It will not be inorganic. In keeping to open heavens, what the Lord intends to do is to make your journey organic in nature, so that you cannot be able to have the current emphasis of God and align to it on a deliberate basis. When the heaven is open over a man, miracles result is cheap. Many more times when we are praying, what we are praying for is an open heaven. Anytime you see a vision, you see because the heaven is open. Anytime you worship God, you worship so that the heaven can be open. The devil's desire is to shut down our heavens so that we can be frustrated, so that we can lack insight to continue. In an open heaven, everything lives. Everything is alive. It is only in an open heaven that we have the reality of Eden. When the heaven is open, it means that the gate and the portals of heaven are open also. When the heaven is closed, it means that the gate and the portals of heaven is closed. And many more times, the reason why these heavens are closed and they cannot be able to open is because demonic spirit built resistance around it. And the reason why they built resistance around it is part of the strategy of the devil to ensure that he shut down believers from accessing the realm of light. So yes, we can be in church for the past 10 years and you never advance. Why? The heaven is closed. We used to call it wrong atmosphere a lot of time. Because when the heaven is closed, the supply of the angels that are supposed to come and help you do the dealings of God are not there. So all what you have is those demonic spirits that are building resistance there, keep attacking you and oppressing you. And you reach out to help, there is no help. It's like Daniel in Babylon. He was crying and crying, an angel was sent. But a principality heard the angel bow. So no matter how much he did, it was still a struggle. Until that heaven was open. Because Michael have to come. And when Michael came, the heaven have to be open. And immediately when the heaven is open, the resistance was taken away. And open heaven is the advantage of every believer. Any believer that walk upon an open heaven will always sustain the presence and the power of God. Moses says something very profound. He said, take us not away from here if your presence go not with us. That is to say, the presence of God is a testimony, it's a testament and attestation that the heaven is open. That anytime the heaven is open over a man, the presence of God is evident there. When the heaven is closed, the presence of God is not there. We saw Prophetess Anna and Prophet Simon maintain the heavens over Jesus Christ for many years praying. One of the things that they continued to do was to continue to pray so that the heaven can remain open, so that Jesus Christ will not be a casualty upon the face of the earth. So they continue to pray to ensure that whatever warfare and keeping to the life of this man-child that is born be preserved. So their job description was to continue to intercede to ensure that the heaven over him is open. That is why today I discovered that every church is every ministry that want to thrive must have a prayer department. If you don't have a prayer department, everybody in the ministry will be a prayer person. Or you yourself be a prayer person, because prayer opens the heavens. Because the intention of that prayer department is to ensure that they pray so that the heaven can be open. That is why when we come for a meeting like this, we pray enough first. The reason is to part the veil and open the heaven, so that the gate can be lifted up. Because now the righteous nation is coming in. Because the King of Glory is coming in. Because if we do not do that, the heaven will remain closed. And with a closed heaven, we cannot receive utterance. We can't receive unction. We can't communicate the intention of God. You yourself, you cannot be blessed. You cannot perceive the things of God. Sometimes you read the Bible with a closed heaven. It's like storybook. In fact, you get angry that you're reading. When you start reading, you start sleeping. The heaven is closed. It's just a summation. Anytime you open and you begin to sleep, the heaven is closed. But when an open heaven is there, as you open it to read, in fact, when NEPA carry light, you are looking for torchlight to still read more again. You want to read more. You are reading, you are enjoying it, you are enjoying it. You are in the shop, you are reading. Somebody say, I want to buy this. Say, wait, I'm coming, please wait. You are still reading the more again. The Bible becomes too sweet because it's an open heaven. When you pray from a closed heaven, it's a challenge. I discovered that prayer is only easy in the presence of God. Prayer is hard outside the presence of God. You don't want to pray outside prayer. I've seen people that try to pray when they are not filled with the Holy Spirit. You know, you can be filled with the Holy Spirit and not speaking in tongues. You can still pray for long. But when you are not at all, you are praying outside the presence of God, you will suffer. It will be too challenging. That's why people are, you mean you pray for 1 hour? How did you do it? They are asking how because the heaven is closed. 5-minute prayer is a challenge to some people. And the heaven can be open onto light or onto darkness. There are people that receive inspiration from darkness a lot. So it's possible for you to be having encounters tremendously all the time. No, many people have open heaven to go for meetings in secret society. So when they come to your house, they will still go for meeting that day, except you stop it. Many years ago, somebody who joined the society. Said they used to go to a river to drink blood. The mistake they made was to bring him to my room to sleep that night. As he came to my room to sleep, at night he began to shout. As he was shouting, I said, what's the problem? He said, I'm burning him. I said, I've not even started praying yet. And I'm burning. When I start praying, come on. Because you can shut down the heavens over darkness and unlock the heavens over light. You can. Most time when we engage the realm of light, it's so that we shut down the portals of darkness. That's why we carry out priesthood and legislation. Your prayer do two things. It shut down darkness and herald light. Because what we need is an open heaven. Without that open heaven, the lives of men will be closed and it will be in jeopardy. You can be traveling and suddenly you are sensing that this is what the devil wants to do. There may be a demon in the air. And what the demon intends to do is to just ensure that the plane collides with him. And when the plane collides with him, the plane will fall. And then you begin to sense it in the spirit. As you begin to sense it in the spirit, you begin to engage. And when you begin to engage, an angel will be sent. He will slay the demon out of that place. It's with an open heaven that you make warfare. Because when you don't make warfare from an open heaven, you war, but with a blind eye. You must be able to see what you are doing. We are not blind in the spirit. No, we are seeing. The Bible says God will do nothing except reveal the secret to his servant, the prophet. Most time, the reason why you are having encounters, vision, dreams is because the heaven is open. And God is ensuring that he educates you, he counsels you. The Bible says by good counsel make war. So we war by the counsel God given to us. Say, I, Daniel, understand by books the prophecy of Jeremiah. That this is what Jeremiah said. So me, as I sustain this heaven that is open, I now understood that this is what Jeremiah demanded. So at this time, I begin to watch and begin to do these prayers. You need people to continue to pray for you if you must last long.